10 smart strategies to deal with toxic people and maintain inner peace. Life isn't always sunny days and rainbows. Sometimes, we encounter individuals who make us feel drained and disheartened, depleting our energy and spirit. These individuals can be referred to as toxic people. You may have encountered them everywhere: at work, within family, among friends, and even as partners. They consistently bring drama, criticism, and negativity into our lives. But don't worry, ancient Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus also faced such individuals. They developed techniques and principles that help them maintain calm, wisdom, and inner peace. We can learn from these philosophies to improve how we deal with toxic people in modern life. Stoicism isn't about becoming cold or indifferent. It's about mastering your emotions, setting clear boundaries, and responding wisely to others' behavior. Instead of letting toxic people control our minds and feelings, we can apply Stoic principles to protect ourselves and maintain inner peace. In this article, we'll explore 10 strategies inspired by Stoicism to deal with toxic people. These strategies will help you identify and handle toxic behaviors and provide tools to build emotional resilience, maintain a healthy distance, and create a positive environment around you. Each strategy is based on Stoic principles and is designed to help you master your emotions, set boundaries, and maintain inner peace even when facing negative people. Let's explore these strategies and apply them daily to create a healthier and more positive living environment. Strategy 1. Identifying toxic traits. The first step to protecting yourself from toxic people is to recognize them. It's like knowing what you're up against before you can defuse a bomb. Toxic people are not always prominent and easy to identify. Some are good at hiding their true nature behind friendly or attractive masks. These individuals consistently seek to create drama and chaos. They love attention and often exaggerate minor issues. Others drain your energy just by their presence. They are usually negative, complain constantly, and demand endless attention. These people always view everything in the worst light. They are never satisfied and always look to drag others down. Although they may differ in their approaches, they often share some common traits. They frequently criticize and judge others, are never satisfied, and try to control others through guilt or threats. After interacting with them, you feel tired, depressed, and exhausted. To identify these people, pay attention to your emotions when around them. Do you feel belittled, controlled, or drained after interacting with them? Observe their behavior. Do they frequently hurt you with words or actions? Do they ever take responsibility for their mistakes? Or do they always blame others? Once you recognize these signs, you can identify who is toxic in your life. Remember, identifying toxic traits is not about labeling or judging others, but protecting yourself. By identifying and distancing yourself from these individuals, you can create a more positive and healthy environment for yourself. Strategy 2. Applying rational thinking. To effectively deal with toxic people, activating your rational thinking is crucial. Rational thinking not only helps you stay calm, but also allows you to evaluate and respond wisely to difficult situations. Instead of getting swept up in emotions, use reason to keep your mind clear when encountering negative people. The first step in applying rational thinking is recognizing the difference between facts and opinions. A fact can be objectively verified, while an opinion is subjective. When a toxic person says you are a failure, that is their opinion, not a fact. Recognizing this helps you separate your emotions from others' negative remarks. An essential part of rational thinking is identifying cognitive distortions. These irrational thought patterns can skew our perception of reality and lead to negative emotions. Common cognitive distortions include black and white thinking, viewing things in extremes with no middle ground, exaggeration, blowing things out of proportion, imagining the worst-case scenario, personalization, taking everything as a personal attack, mind reading, assuming you know what others think or feel without evidence. Identifying these distortions allows you to challenge and replace them with more balanced and rational thoughts. When facing toxic situations, getting caught up in immediate drama is easy. By zooming out and viewing the problem from a broader perspective, you can gain valuable insights and make smarter decisions. Ask yourself, what is happening here? What is this person's motive? How can I respond to protect my interests and maintain my integrity? Stoic philosophers like Epictetus emphasize that our emotions often stem from irrational beliefs and judgments. We can free ourselves from their control by re-evaluating these beliefs through reason. Epictetus said, "It is not events that disturb us, but our judgments about them." This reminds us that our emotions are not always based on reality, but on our interpretations of reality. By applying rational thinking, you can stay calm and clear-headed when facing toxic people. Recognizing the difference between facts and opinions, challenging cognitive distortions, and viewing situations from a broader perspective will help you respond more wisely and effectively. Remember, rational thinking lets you handle situations smartly and protects your inner peace. Strategy 3. Practicing emotional detachment. When dealing with toxic people, maintaining emotional detachment is crucial. Detachment doesn't mean becoming cold or indifferent, protecting yourself by not letting others' negative emotions affect you. This is an effective way to stay calm and clear-headed in any situation. Emotional detachment is not about suppressing or ignoring your feelings. Instead, it is about acknowledging and accepting your emotions without letting them control your behavior. This helps you stay rational and respond more reasonably when facing toxic people. The first step to practicing detachment is recognizing when you get caught up in others' emotions. Do you feel angry, hurt, or defensive? Are you getting drawn into unnecessary arguments? When you notice these signs, choose to pause and create emotional distance. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for practicing detachment. You can observe your thoughts and feelings objectively by focusing on the present without judgment. This helps you create a gap between yourself and your emotions, preventing them from controlling your behavior. Another method to practice detachment is cognitive restructuring. This means changing how you think about a situation or a toxic person. Instead of seeing their criticism as a personal attack, recognize it as a reflection of their insecurities or issues, not yours. Setting boundaries is a crucial part of detachment. This can include limiting the time you spend with toxic people or communicating what you will and will not tolerate. Setting boundaries helps you maintain emotional distance and protect your inner peace. Practicing detachment protects you from the negativity of toxic people and helps you stay calm and clear-headed. You can maintain emotional distance and create a more positive and healthy environment using mindfulness, cognitive restructuring, and setting boundaries. Remember, detachment is not about denying your emotions but controlling them so you can respond more wisely and reasonably. Strategy 4. Strengthening emotional resilience. Strengthening your emotional resilience is crucial when dealing with toxic people. Imagine you have a beautiful garden where you nurture and care for vibrant flowers. You must protect the garden from weeds and pests to ensure it thrives. Similarly, your inner peace needs protection by setting clear boundaries. Boundaries are like strong walls that shield you from the negativity and drama of toxic people. To build these boundaries, you must clearly define what you will and will not accept in your relationships with others. This doesn't mean becoming cold or rigid, but respecting yourself and protecting your inner peace. The first step in strengthening emotional resilience is understanding your values and priorities. Take time to reflect on what is essential and what you cannot compromise. Knowing your values makes it easier to set and protect your boundaries. Once you have identified your boundaries, the next step is communicating them clearly and consistently. This might require courage, especially when dealing with toxic people who are used to violating your boundaries. However, it is essential for protecting your inner peace. Remember, communicating boundaries is not about asserting power, but respecting yourself and maintaining emotional balance. Establishing boundaries is not a one-time task, but a continuous process. You need to monitor and reinforce them regularly. This might include reminding yourself of your values, practicing self-care, and seeking support from friends and family. Remember, boundaries are not to control others, but to control your life. Strengthening emotional resilience by setting solid boundaries will help you protect your inner peace and maintain balance in life. This way, you can create a more positive and healthy environment where you can thrive. Remember, protecting your inner peace is an act of self-respect and the first step in dealing with toxic people. Strategy 5. Limiting exposure. In dealing with toxic people, knowing when and how to limit your exposure to them is a crucial skill. This isn't about becoming a hermit or avoiding society entirely, but about protecting yourself and your mental health smartly and strategically. Limiting exposure to toxic people starts by creating a safe space for yourself. Imagine you are a gardener caring for a garden full of thriving flowers. You wouldn't let weeds overrun and destroy your hard work, right? Similarly, you must protect yourself from negativity by limiting the time and energy spent on harmful people. Recognizing warning signs is the first step in limiting exposure. Pay attention to your feelings and reactions after interacting with the person. If you feel tired, stressed, or depressed, it might be a sign to limit exposure. Observe their behavior. Do they frequently complain, criticize, or manipulate you? If the answer is yes, then it's time to reassess this relationship. Setting clear boundaries is an essential part of limiting exposure. You need to determine what you will and won't accept and communicate these boundaries clearly and firmly. This doesn't mean becoming inflexible or harsh, but protecting your health and peace. One effective way to limit exposure is to limit your time and interactions with toxic people. This might include avoiding unnecessary conversations, keeping your distance at social events, or even minimizing face-to-face meetings. This way, you can conserve your energy and reduce their negative impact. To compensate for limiting exposure to toxic people, focus on positive and uplifting relationships. Surround yourself with people who love, support, and inspire you. Positive relationships will help you maintain balance and mental health. Limiting exposure to toxic people isn't just about protecting yourself, but also about maintaining peace and positivity in your life. You can create a healthier and more thriving living environment by recognizing warning signs, setting clear boundaries, and focusing on positive relationships. Remember, your mental health is paramount, and limiting exposure to toxic people is a crucial step in protecting it. Strategy 6. Engaging in cognitive restructuring. One of the most powerful tools for dealing with toxic people is cognitive restructuring. This is the process of changing the way you think and feel about situations and people. Instead of getting caught up in negativity, you can learn to view things more positively and constructively. Cognitive restructuring isn't about denying reality or avoiding negative emotions, but changing your perspective. You learn to consider events from different angles, helping you respond more wisely and calmly. The first step in cognitive restructuring is identifying negative thoughts. Pay attention to how you react when encountering toxic people. Do you often feel angry, sad, or hurt? These thoughts might result from cognitive distortions like black and white thinking, exaggeration, personalization, and mind reading. Once you have identified negative thoughts, challenge them. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is there any evidence to support it? Is there another way to look at this situation? Challenging negative thoughts helps you replace them with more balanced and rational thoughts. Gratitude is a powerful tool in cognitive restructuring. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your attention from negative to positive aspects of life. Try keeping a gratitude journal daily, noting down things you feel thankful for, and notice the positive shift in your outlook on life. An essential part of cognitive restructuring is learning to view challenges as opportunities. When you encounter toxic people, instead of seeing it as an obstacle, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. As modern Stoic philosopher Ryan Holiday says, "The obstacle is the way." Every encounter with toxic people can be a valuable lesson that helps you become stronger and more resilient. Cognitive restructuring will help you handle toxic situations more effectively and calmly. You can create a more positive and healthy life by identifying and challenging negative thoughts, practicing gratitude, and viewing challenges as opportunities. Remember, how you perceive and respond to situations matters more than the situations themselves. Changing your perspective will bring you peace and resilience. Strategy 7. Setting strong boundaries. Dealing with toxic people requires clear and firm boundaries. These boundaries are like a no-entry sign for emotional health. They help protect you from negativity and maintain your inner peace. Setting boundaries isn't just about keeping your distance from toxic people and protecting your values and personal needs. Boundaries help you clearly define what you will and will not accept, creating a safe and respectful space. The first step in setting boundaries is understanding your values and priorities. Take time to reflect on what is essential and what you cannot compromise. Knowing your values makes it easier to set and maintain boundaries. Once you have identified your boundaries, it is essential to communicate them clearly and consistently. Speak clearly and confidently about what you accept and don't accept. This helps others understand your expectations and reinforces your self-respect. Maintaining boundaries requires consistency and determination. Don't be afraid to say no or remind others of your boundaries. Remember, setting boundaries is about protecting your mental and emotional health, not pleasing others. Setting boundaries also involves self-care. Ensure you take time to recharge and take care of your health. This might include engaging in relaxing activities, exercising, or seeking support from friends and family. When you feel strong and confident, it's easier to maintain your boundaries. Setting firm boundaries is a crucial part of dealing with toxic people. You can protect your mental and emotional health by defining personal values, communicating boundaries clearly, and maintaining them consistently. Remember, boundaries are not to prevent others, but to protect your safe and respectful space. Your self-respect and inner peace depend on how well you can set and maintain these boundaries. Strategy 8. Building a support system. One of the most effective strategies for dealing with toxic people is building a solid support system. This system helps you feel supported and encouraged and provides the strength and resilience needed to overcome difficult situations. A support system is like a team of guardians for your mental and emotional well-being. These trustworthy friends, family, and colleagues can offer support, advice, and compassion when needed. They help you maintain balance and provide objective perspectives when facing toxic people. The first step in building a support system is identifying people in your life who genuinely care about you and want you to thrive. These are people who are always ready to listen and give honest advice. They make you feel comfortable and respected. Don't limit your support system just to close family and friends. Expand your network by joining clubs, groups, or classes where you can meet new people with similar interests and values. These relationships can bring new perspectives and support you never had before. Building a support system is about receiving help and showing compassion and empathy to others. Be ready to listen and support people in your network when needed. Mutual support makes your system more robust and more sustainable. Sometimes, support from family and friends might not be enough to help you through significant challenges. In such cases, don't hesitate to seek help from professionals like psychologists, therapists, or counselors. They can provide you with tools and strategies to deal with complex situations. Building a solid support system is an essential part of dealing with toxic people. By identifying positive support, expanding your network, and showing compassion and empathy, you will have a solid team beside you. Remember, No one has to face these challenges alone. A robust support system will help you feel supported and protected, and you will always have a place to lean on when needed. Strategy 9. Maintaining self-control. When dealing with toxic people, maintaining calmness is one of the most critical strategies. Stoicism teaches us that our reaction to difficult situations is something we can control, even though we can't control others' behavior. Identifying emotions. When provoked, stop and identify your emotions. Instead of letting anger or anxiety take over, recognize and acknowledge their presence without letting them dominate your actions. Focus on your reaction. Self-control is not just about not overreacting, but also about choosing to react constructively. Choose constructive and positive responses instead of those that only increase tension. Use breathing techniques. Deep breathing is a simple yet effective technique to maintain calmness. When you feel stressed, breathe deeply and slowly to calm your body and mind, helping you keep self-control. Seek new perspectives. Changing your perspective can help you deal with the situation more calmly. Try to understand the toxic person's behavior from a different angle, which can help reduce stress and lessen their impact on you. Remember personal goals. Always keep in mind your values and personal goals. This helps you stay focused and not get distracted by others' negativity, maintaining your direction. By practicing these techniques, you can protect yourself from the negative impact of toxic people and maintain self-control. This helps you feel more at peace and reduces the chances of poisonous people affecting you. Strategy 10. Setting clear boundaries. Setting and maintaining clear boundaries with toxic people is an important step to protect yourself and maintain peace. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of maintaining self-respect and not allowing others to invade your personal space. Define boundaries. First, ask yourself what you need to feel safe and respected. Your boundaries could be about time, space, or how others communicate with you. Being clear about these things will help you set the necessary limits. Communicate clearly. Once you've defined your boundaries, communicate them clearly and decisively. Don't hesitate to inform the toxic person about what you don't accept. Clear and honest communication will help you establish the necessary protection conditions. Stay firm with boundaries. Once you've set your boundaries, stay firm in enforcing them. Toxic people might try to challenge or bypass the limits you set. Be determined and don't compromise to protect your space and peace. Self-care. Setting boundaries helps you stay safe and is also a way to care for yourself. Maintaining these boundaries enables you to maintain balance and mental health while minimizing the negative influence of others. Reevaluate boundaries when needed. Boundaries need to be adjusted over time. If you feel that your limits are no longer practical or need change, don't hesitate to reconsider and adapt them. Creating and maintaining boundaries helps you stay in control and reflects self-respect and confidence. By implementing these steps, you protect your peace and create a more favorable environment for yourself. Conclusion. Dealing with toxic people can be a significant challenge in daily life, but applying the principles of Stoicism can help you manage the situation wisely and effectively. In this article, we've explored 10 strategies to protect yourself from negativity and maintain inner peace. These strategies include maintaining a safe distance, focusing on what you can control, practicing compassion, and maintaining self-respect. You should also learn to distinguish between criticism and critique and always choose rational reactions over emotional ones. Setting personal boundaries and caring for yourself not only helps protect mental health, but also helps you build a better quality of life. These principles help you deal with toxic people and encourage you to develop self-control and maintain inner peace in all situations. Start applying these strategies today. When you know how to protect yourself and maintain peace, you help yourself feel better and create a more positive living environment. Don't let toxic people diminish your value and dignity. Instead, use Stoicism's tools to build a meaningful and happy life. Take action now to protect your peace and build a positive life. You can master the situation and live the life you deserve.